Good day, Philippines. I'm Dr. Claro Ganyak, the Research Director of Publicus Asia Incorporated. Today, we shall be reporting the top-line results of Quarter 3 of the Pahayag 2022 survey. The Pahayag is conducted under the auspices of Publicus Asia and is an independent tracking survey to elicit the opinions and perceptions of voting-age Filipinos. It is a nationwide purposive sampling survey comprised of 1,500 respondents randomly drawn from the market research panel of over 200,000 Filipinos aged 18 years old and above. The sample was restricted to voting-age adults and conform with the socio-demographics, socio-economic class, education, and voting status of the Philippine population. The 2022 Pahayag survey showed that half of voting-age Filipinos believe that the country's current state is strong. On a national basis, 51% said that the current state is strong, but slightly down from the 57% rating received in the second quarter of the year. On the other hand, the percentage who believed that the current state was weak increased slightly to 21% in the third quarter from the 17% the previous quarter. People's perception of the country's future outlook is bright. 7 out of 10, or 71%, believe that the Philippines is moving in the right direction, minimally down from the 73% registered in the previous quarter. Moving forward, in the fourth quarter, nearly 2 out of 3, or 65% of Filipinos believed that the prospects for the national economy will improve. More than 7 out of 10, or 72%, of surveyed respondents expressed optimism that the financial prospects of their households will improve in the fourth quarter. In terms of demographics, the 30 to 39-year-old and higher income class Filipinos exhibited the highest confidence in the current state of the country. The survey also revealed that the same age group believed that the country is headed in the right direction and that the economic prospects will improve in the fourth quarter. Moreover, the high-income respondents expressed the highest confidence in the financial prospects of their household, as 78% said they will improve by the fourth quarter. Geographically, the Mindanao-based respondents expressed the highest confidence in the current state of the country and that it is headed in the right direction. Their optimism in the near-term prospect of the Philippine economy is also highest across all main geographic areas. On the other hand, Southern Luzon respondents generally held a negative outlook. 27% said that the state of the country was weak, while 18% opined that it was moving in the wrong current direction. And nearly 1 out of 4 respondents in the area believe that the national economic prospects are likely to be worse in the fourth quarter. Within the first 100 days of the new administration, the Q3 Pahayag revealed that Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio possessed the highest approval rating among the 5 national government officials. The Philippine Vice President, daughter of popular past President Rodrigo R. Duterte, registered the approval rating of 66%, bannered by her highest level rating of 76% in Mindanao. She scored consistently higher approval ratings across all demographic segments. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. was the second highest rating national official with an approval percentage of 62%. Like the Vice President, his overall approval was pulled up by the favorable rating accorded by 71% of Mindanao respondents. Current Senate President Miguel Zubiri obtained the third highest approval score of 50% in the current poll. Like VP Sara, his ratings were lifted by his higher score in Mindanao. Both the Vice President and Senate President hail from the area. Meanwhile, House of Representatives Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez and Supreme Court Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo obtained the approval rating of 46% and 43% respectively. For all 5 national officials covered in the survey, Southern Luzon exhibited a consistent lower than the rest rating approval scores. Comparatively, Mindanao scored all the officials highest. The trust ratings for all top officials follow the same pattern as their approval scores across all geographic areas. The Vice President and President occupied the first and second top spot in trust scores of 62% and 58% respectively. As in the approval rating scores, Mindanao accounted for the highest trust ratings for the President, Vice President, and Senate President. Southern Luzon respondents gave the lowest scores to all polled officials in the survey. The burden of leadership is imposed not just by necessity, but by the expectations of constituencies, notably the electorate. In Q3 Pahayag, surveyed respondents declared that uplifting the country's economy is the most pressing of all issues that Filipino voters want the new president to focus on. About 1 out of 4, or 23%, identify the economy as the most important issue for the president. The issue cut almost uniformly across the 5 major geographic areas under study. In terms of age demographic, the 50 to 59 and 16 above age groups exhibited the highest percentage who identify the economy as most important at 30% and 37% respectively. The high-income class respondents had the lowest percentage that associated it as the most pressing agenda. Corruption, poverty, inflation, and jobs accounted for a share within the range of 10 to 12% as the most important issue. Corruption was the second major concern for NCR respondents, as 17% attributed it as most important compared to the lower incidence in the other geographic areas. Poverty is the least felt among the top 5 concerns in the Visayas. Inflation was also the lowest in the rung of importance among the Mindanao respondents. Education and peace and order had a similar 7% share of mind in the identified issues, and it occupied the 6th and 7th most important rating nationally. Education was most important among the 18 to 29 age groups and low-income respondents. When respondents were asked what were their most important household concern, 18% expressed not having the money to pay for basic needs. And that remained the top key concern for Filipinos as they head into the last quarter of 2022. The next specific issues related to losing a job, not getting enough pay, and difficulty in finding a job all had share of mind importance rating between 11 to 12%. Sickness was the 5th salient concern at 10%. All of these top 5 issues all boil down to the fear of not being able to afford one's living necessities. Concern about becoming a victim of crime was expressed by 9% of the national population. However, the fear exceeded 10% among respondents in South Luzon and those in the 40 to 49 age group and the mid and high-income households. In the past months, there were persistent news reports about the surge in incidents of crime that may have accounted for this concern. There you have it. We have just presented the salient findings in the 3 modules of the Pahayag survey. And to recap, these are the state of the country and outlook on the directions, national economic and financial prospects of households, the scorecard and trust ratings of the top 5 national government leaders, and the top macroeconomic issues considered most important by Filipinos. These 3 areas have bearing on the new administration as it moves past the May election and how it will face the brass tacks of governance and administration after the 100-day traditional honeymoon period. Moving forward, the Pahayag team will continue to report about the other findings of the Quarter 3 survey, notably in the areas of national issues, media consumption, and the trust ratings of media channels. This is part of our commitment to contribute to more informed policy and decision-making in government as we share the opinions and expectations of the general public. Please watch out for future research report that we will be making available in the media and in Publicus Asia website and communication portals. Again, this is Dr. Claro Ganyak making this report. Thank you very much and have a very good day.